hello Internet. My name is Chamomile. With me once again I have Brian.
Hello.
And Tom.
Hello.
And we are going to spend the next 4 hours pretending you're not here while we play Iron Fang Invasion and you just watch. So,
Last we left off, Legolas and Sidekick, whose name is forgotten, crossed the bridge and broke it down.
indeed, when last we left off, the Iron Fang Legion had attacked Fedar. Fortunately for the citizens, the town had two aces up their sleeve that the Legion wasn't counting on, Legolas and some other guy. The two of them were able to organize a resistance, get them across the bridge, and demolish the bridge behind them, leaving the growing Hobgoblin army in Fedar unable to pursue en masse. Ignore those fine fellows, we'll get to them later. And Kerblooey. It's all... You didn't actually blow it up, you just tore it down, but... So, hidden now, cross to the other side of the bridge. Question is, how long can you hold out? What will the Hobgoblins do next? And how can you recapture your city?
Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Right now, that was kind of an abrupt tone shift, wasn't it? Oh well. Here's what you've got to work with.
Isn't Rhina dead? Wait, no. Who's the one that died that we kept her corpse?
Tyning was her name.
Tiny.
Yes.
Oh, the dinosaur doesn't exist anymore.
Oh. Has that dinosaur been poofed? It's too bad. It was the latest evolution of the weird token border arms race. So, what you have here is La Resistance, a ragtag collection of all the people what you were able to save from Fedar. You will notice that very few of them are even warriors, and the ones who are warriors are level 1 in an NPC class.
Alright.
So, the immediate issue now is survival. You've got enough food to last 36 people for 1 day, or 1 person for 36 days. You're going to burn through that pretty quick. In fact, let's go ahead and add a running total of a lot of resistance here to make that easier to keep track of. Counting both yourselves, all 2 of you, and the named NPCs, that's 5, plus 9 is 14, 18, 19, 21. So, yeah, you've got like a day and a half. Back over here on the Southern Fangwood, you can see there's an awful lot of letters. So,
Alright.
Now, all of the Resistance members that you've gathered up are perfectly willing to help, but the problem is they suck at everything. So, they can handle things like building shelter, and they can even do things like try to forage for food. You can bring some of them along if you want. They're pretty much cannon fodder. They're going to die in one hit, maybe two. But, I mean, if you want to throw away their lives, they are perfectly willing lemmings for you. And they do have much better damage rolls than they would have had otherwise, as well as slightly higher AC, because you armed them. So that was nice of you. Now, you have no idea where anything is in this forest. But basically, if you start wandering, well, I mean, you know where the bridge is because you just came from there.
Are we at one of the things on the map?
No. There is no particular point where everyone meets up. Which is why, as a quick side note, there are a lot of forest encounters, since the whole theme of this next adventure, and for a couple of adventures now actually, however many sessions it takes us pretty much, is sort of feeling out the Fangwood and converting it from a hostile wilderness into your rebel base to strike back against the hobgoblins. The first order of business is to find immediate food and shelter, and then after that you're going to want some kind of actual rebel base. You know, a hidden stronghold to operate out of. Which, spoiler alert, it's going to be a dungeon that's full of monsters you have to kill.
Ah, spoilers.
Right?
Spoiler.
I'm just ruining the whole plot for you guys. Giving away the twists like that. A lot of the random encounters, though, don't have maps. So, shout out to Gabriel Picard, who creates and releases generic maps like... You guys on? Yeah, like this one that we're on right now. This random patch of forest was supplied by him, not by Zoe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a few maps I can give you as well, that I had from previous campaigns. So. Alright. Well, I switched up things a bit. I'm human now. Everything else is the same except that I'm human, and rather than having a scythe on my back, I now have a meteor hammer. Hammers. And oh, by the way, Tom, I took empathic diplomat because I realized I didn't take my my human feat, so I just used it to get military tradition for Orcorn bow katana and took not katana, meteor hammer, and took empathic diplomat.
Got it.
So, okay, so let's see what we got.
So yes, all of these guys are basically just going to default to trying to build themselves shelter and subsequently keep themselves fed.
Okay.
But if you want to have any of them not do that and instead help you out, I mean, except for Auburn is still pretty jacked up. But if you want to have any of them not do that and instead do something else, you can. It's also worth noting that you've destroyed the bridge, which has bought you at least several weeks until the hobgoblins are able to construct a replacement. But they're already at work.
I'll have to stop by every once in a while and pay them a visit and shoot them from across the bridge.
There are a lot of them. There are over 1,000 hobgoblins in that city right now, and they're obviously not all guarding the bridge, but they have plenty to spare to fire pretty big volleys at you.
Okay.
Alright, so between sessions we gotta math out how it's the perfect way to kill goblins with tactics across the bridge.
Guerrilla warfare. We just get gorillas.
That's the name of the game.
Take the hunter archetype, that's free action, get gorilla.
You are now
it's a real archetype.
Experts in guerrilla warfare with over 300 confirmed kills.
What? So survival rules, I assume, to get to forage for food with them. What Like, is it worth us doing that? Or are we gonna let them stay here?
I mean, they've already got enough food for a day right now. So
Yes.
like,
But
if they're facing imminent starvation, it may be worth your while to roll a survival check to try and save them from that. But so long as you have enough food for tomorrow, you're generally better off exploring the forest for long-term shelter.
Yeah. To be fair, they're probably better at survival than I am. So I have 10 wisdom.
I'm pretty good, but I mean, assuming everybody takes a 10, should be more, and somebody assists somebody, that should be more than enough to get some food. Too bad Rhino doesn't have create food and water. All right, so we're gonna let them be. Then we'll say we'll dedicate a quarter of them to foraging, and then the rest, I and Hole, we'll go into the forest and see if we can scout a long-term shelter.
All right. The
After
ones
resting.
you're leaving in the camp are going to work on building temporary shelter. Then all right. So, you need to roll a survival check in order to explore the Fang Wood.
Tom, can you assist, and I'll just take a 10?
Yes.
Alright, so if I take a 10, I get a 16. If he assists, we get a 18, and then if I use a mythic power, I can add a d6. So I'll do that.
All right.
So that'll be a 20, which is what I was hoping for.
Which means that we just scroll past all of that little stuff. All right.
Black.
Yeah, let me just fiddle around with as an advance warning, there are a ton of encounters in this forest. I got all the maps for them in, but I am short a few tokens.
Okay.
So now and again, we may need to pause for just a minute or two while I sort that out. Tokens that I have are mainly for the random encounters, which you guys have. Where is it? I know I downloaded this. So, the... How the hell do you even pronounce that? Let me look. Chernisardo. The Chernisardo Rangers. That is the ranger order to which Auburn belongs back at camp. She is still pretty extra dead. Only mostly
but not as dead as she could be.
Not as dead as she could be. 2 points less dead than she would be without your help, in fact.
Oh, I have guidance. That survival is a 21.
Woo.
Yeah, not that it really matters much, but hey.
Hey, at least minimum is a 20.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the Chernisardo Rangers. Previously, this whole southern Fangwood area was pretty much under their exclusive domain, but they haven't been in touch lately. The area you've come across now is one of their outposts. It's been incommunicado for weeks. Auburn's been meaning to drop in and figure out what happened to him for a while. Never got around to it, though, and what with a giant hole in her gut.
I guess that's a good reason.
Right.
The task now falls to you. It's on the outskirts of the wood.
Okay.
The forest grows thick here. Trees pressed close together with their branches intertwined. A gloom hangs in the air. Foliage around the base of the trees is sparse, stunted by lack of sunlight. The songs of birds and noises of small animals have ceased, adding to the eerie atmosphere of the ancient woods.
It is black as pitch, though.
Yes, I am fussing with that right now. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Let there be light, and let me zoom out a little so I can... I was going to try and set everything up for dynamic lighting, but there are so many encounters that can happen in any given order.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Not too worried about it. Hey, look, we're at the edge of some weird map.
Into the abyss.
All right,
You step off the edge and you find yourself on a giant sheet of parchment. My
Is this
god,
a-
it's not even a map. It's a battle mat. It's an RPG. You're just minis in some distant creature's mysterious game.
Is that a trail?
I commit Sudoku.
That is a trail.
All right. I'll roll a survival check to check for tracks in this case.
That's a perception check.
Is it? Oh, my perception's even as good.
Even as good.
Yeah, I don't think I see much with the 10 though.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Alright, well, let's continue on. I have my weapon out, so.
I'll go first because I'm melee.
Thanks.
I have my kukri. I guess I need to use my plants somehow.
Alright.
I'm not too up and fan yet.
Trees here do grow thick. You can make out
Oh,
a small cottage over here. That must be the outpost you're looking for.
Alright, we're gonna check
are
to the
these
east.
tree trunks that they just cut the tops off so you can actually see?
Yes, yeah. That's
Okay.
there is
It
trees
looks
here.
like mushrooms to me.
It did to me too, and then I realized it was tree trunks.
As you approach the bridge, you stumble into a thick, sticky sheet of webbing on the floor.
God damn it.
Thick enough as to impede your movement, but thin enough to require more than a DC 10 perception to notice, apparently.
Got a slashing weapon?
Yeah. Can I
You
cut
are
it?
entangled by the
Oh.
web.
We can see that, by the way.
Well, I mean, it's fine because something's about to race out and munch on you right now.
Between- Oh. Oh. Baloo.
A pair of giant spiders emerges from the thick forests to your right, to the east, I suppose.
Are we
And
both
pounces
entangled or
upon
just
you.
whole?
Both of y'all,
Oh boy.
because you're adjacent to each other. Hey, yeah, we have a webby icon, don't we? So yes, now is a good time to roll for initiative because these guys are not here for a game of riddles.
Bam. So fast.
Oh, you can still 5 foot step. I'm not worried. What does it say you can't? That initiative is 2 down because I take a -4 penalty to dexterity.
And I assume the same applies to Hole as well.
Yeah.
I presume you didn't rewrite your macro on the fly, so...
No.
Doesn't actually make a difference, though, because these giant spiders are slow. As they charge you, you have more than enough time to react. It is Hull's turn.
I'll 5 foot step here. God, why did I forget to write down what kind of action study target is? I think it's a move. Slayer. Yep. Right. I study the spider in front of me. And I attack it with plants.
I have no idea how this studying thing works, so I'll just take
I
your word
just get
for it.
like +1 attack and damage and some skills against it, kind of like favorite enemy. -2 for Tangled.
I am, for the invisible internet audience's sake, I am basically fiddling around with the volume of the recording at random because you can barely hear me over the, you can barely hear us talking over the sound of the music. That should hopefully be less of a problem this time, but...
Oh, that's
Ooh.
20.
Try to confirm that.
That's
Oh. No reroll.
D10 +6 +1 for study target. 12 damage.
You hack off one of its front legs, it recoils in horror, but it's not dead.
Oh, I see something new on the initiative tracker. That's not good.
How fast can you move?
That's no good.
Just regular plain old amount of movement. Did I count that right? I did count that right.
I know what that is now. Okay.
Alright, an Ettercap. Half human, half spider. It skitters from the cottage to eat Legolas's face.
His only weakness.
Yeah, my AC is 16 right now, because...
Face eating.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna miss. Or that's not gonna hit, rather. That will miss. That's what happens when it... And, since he just trundled on up to you, that's it for All Eyes. Legolas!
Alright. Legolas is going to 5-foot step and is going to do 2 attacks focused on that one. These are going to be with a -4 because of -4 to Dex and then -2 to all attack rolls. So does a 16 hit that one?
Let me check. Yes.
Alright, it'll take 11 damage. And we'll try again.
Arrow sinks into the carapace, but the next one misses. It hops off to the side after the first arrow lands. Is that all you got? Are you...
Yeah, that's it.
Not
I
quite...
could burn Mythic Power, but I don't want to pull it out this time.
Not quite spinning up the full-on longbow Gatling gun this time.
Not yet.
Alright. That spider will 5-foot step in to devour Legolas. It's probably fine because his attack is rubbish.
Whew, yeah, I'm good.
Other one's going after Hole. Ha!
Yeah.
Not even close. And since All Eyes delayed to let her pets chow down first, which was quite foolish, but in fairness, she didn't know you had that much AC. Hole, it is your turn.
Finish him.
The spider to my right. Alright, I'll just hit the up arrow actually. Bam. Oh, another 20. Another one. Hey, it's not a 1.
That might confirm. I think this giant spider's dead.
Yeah.
Does that confirm, GM?
Oh, yes. Yeah. No. Sorry.
So I forgot power attack damage last time, so I'll just actually do it this time. 31.
Yeah, nah, it's a close thing, but you do manage to kill it 2.5 times.
And then I'm going to use a maneuver, minute hand, to make a swift action attack at -2 against the other guy.
Minute? You mean minute?
Minute?
I call it minute hand too, but it's minute hand.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
I know, I
minute
like
hand. Spam.
Oh.
That'll be a miss.
No.
See, if I said minute, it would have worked.
Right.
I'll 5-foot step over here too.
Well, All Eyes does not appreciate you getting all up in her face, and is going to full attack you.
Do it.
What is your AC?
Less than
Is that...
that.
Is 17? Is it still the thing in the blue? Is that all up to date?
Well, it's 2 lower.
Right, because of webs. So. All right then. Fortitude save then, because that bite is poisonous.
Oh.
Oh.
5 damage for starters, and then also save against poison.
5 damage, and I don't have anything special in it, so oh bam. Well,
That is not going to save. The Ettercap lashes its fangs through a gap in your armor.
I'm gonna try to use mythic power.
Go for it.
Get like a 6 or something.
You can feel fire racing through your veins. That gives you a total of 14, yes?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's no good.
Oh. Oh.
Almost, though. The DC is 15, so, you know. You take a point of dexterity damage.
Oh, I don't use
Or
dex anyway.
dexterity drain, or whichever one is temporary.
Damage. Yeah.
Legolas?
5-foot step this way, and we're going to start with the attack on the giant spider. It's going to be 2 attacks. That doesn't hit. What about this one? That doesn't hit.
Nope.
Alright, move along. Man, I hate Entangled. Is there any way to get rid of it?
I think you can spend a full action thrashing around, and if you make a save, you're out.
Okay, I'll do that next turn.
Or it might just be a standard action, but either way, you don't get to attack.
Okay.
But yeah, Spider Bite on Hull, I believe that does hit. Which means you get to save versus poison again.
Whoa. Is it the same poison?
You also take a single solitary point of damage.
I don't think it's the same poison.
Hey.
It is a different poison.
Oh. There we go.
The poison fails to take hold. You are too awesome. And it is your turn.
I'm going to use my Herbiger Claim. Swift action. Claim all eyes. That's my target. So I have...
All Eyes is a strong, independent Ettercap who ain't going to be claimed by no man.
Well,
Objects to this insistently.
mm,
In fairness, I don't know how she could object to this any more than she already objected to you coming to her house. So,
okay, so I have... Well, provokes if she withdraws. And I have total concealment against... Yeah, because it... Oh no, it's... No,
It
just-
ignores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it can't
Alright.
withdraw.
I'll study it too. No, I'll study the spider and attack the spider.
Believe in you.
+7. +1, -2. I won't power attack. Oh. Yep.
these spiders are some lucky bitches. Well, not the other one so much. Alright. All Eyes. You know what? All Eyes forgot to make a full attack last turn. Oh well.
Oh well.
That feels like a hit for another 7 damage and another Fortitude save.
Oh no. Awesome. So I think an increase. Don't multiple doses of same place increase the DC or something?
Yeah, by 2.
20. Yeah.
Not even close, though. Although All Eyes continues to munch on you.
And this is where I die. Yep.
And is also
Minimum
clawing
damage
at you.
knocks me out.
Hang on. This does less damage. Nope, never mind. It's got the same modifier on it. So, and hey, there's that minimum damage.
Staggered.
Since you're still on your feet. That'll be a miss, though.
Yay.
Which means, Legolas, it's all up to
5 foot
you
step.
to save your plucky sidekick.
Yeah, I'm gonna 5 foot step and spontaneously cast Cure Light Wounds
Thanks, pal.
for 5 HP back. And then it's a standard action you said to get rid of the webs.
Either standard or full,
Okay.
but
Next turn, I will do nothing then. Actually,
Let's wait.
I'm gonna drop my my bow. No, never mind. Don't worry about it. Just move on.
aha, you can attempt to break free as actually a move action.
Ho! Is it a escape artist or a reflex or?
Strength.
It is a strength check to break it or an escape artist to worm your way out of it.
Either one would be the same because of my penalties to Dex. So +3. Yeah. I'll mythic. I don't know. I'm not gonna mythic power that. I don't want to waste it. But I stick my tongue out the giant spider. Go.
Yeah, that is insufficient to escape the webs. So that is a standard action. Was the healing a? The healing was a standard action, right?
Healing was standard.
Okay.
I 5 foot step, move, action, try to break free.
All right.
Swift action.
The
for
feast
combat.
upon Hull continues unabated.
I believe in you. Hey!
Uh,
That's it. Oh.
rolling to confirm.
Whew.
Now your AC is a little bit reduced, but I don't think a 14 hits you, does it?
No.
Okay.
15.
Oh, this close. Well then, that is
And back to
5 damage, plus another save. This is a different kind of poison, so it's still at the normal
Or
DC.
save the first one. Yeah. Bam. Hey.
You're good. And it is your turn, so you can lurch around now. If memory serves, you can take a move or a standard action, but not both.
Yeah. And if I attack, I get knocked unconscious. Let's do it anyway. I
Yeah.
5 foot step away. And I attack with the plants against the spider.
Get him.
D20 plus 7 minus 2 plus 1 from study. Ha!
Mythic
Mythic
power?
power. 15?
Hits.
Yeah. Plus 6 plus what? 1. 14 damage.
Yeah, you sliced that one straight in half.
And I'm unconscious.
They may be sneaky little buggers, but they're not very durable.
I think I take damage from that.
Yeah, you take 1.
All eyes lets out a chittering screech of victory and descends upon Legolas.
AC is 16, so she's probably gonna hit.
Roger, about 50-50. Whoo! Exactly.
And this is where we all die.
So that is 6 damage and a fortitude save.
Alright, let me roll the fortitude save.
Hey, there you go.
Alright, I gotta put my HP in. So is it okay? 16.
And she only had to 5 foot step to get to you, which means
Full attack. That'll hit,
Which means get dunked on, scrub.
and that won't.
right. Let me double check the damage on her claws. Slightly less. Another 4 damage and no poison on the claws.
right.
Your turn,
5
Legolas.
foot- 5 foot step. I'm gonna move action, try to break free of these webs. Okay, I'm gonna use my other move action, try to break free of these webs. That approach should do it.
Yep, you're out. You have struggled free, or slipped out. Just whichever.
This may be where we all die.
Hey,
Fucking
at least your
entangled.
AC is higher.
Yeah, right. I don't have fervor yet. I get that too. Otherwise, I'd swift action heal myself.
All eyes advances upon you again. Bite
Miss.
misses. Claw
Miss.
misses.
Woo!
Miss.
Second claw misses. She advanced upon you, planning to finish you off before you could scuttle out of her web. But she just couldn't get her claws on you. You're too quick without the webs to hold you back. I'm not even really using the initiative tracker anymore because it's basically just I go, you go.
All right. So I'm going to 5 foot step back, use a mythic power to do distant barrage, to do another attack with my highest bonus. I'm going to use mythic rapid shot to get another extra attack. So this is all going to be at -2.
Aha.
So 11,
The minigun has spun up.
20, 23, miss, and 20. So I assume 2 of them hit for 28 damage.
That's where I
Hang
start.
on, yes,
She's
the
one
25
HP
and
less,
22, so...
And coup de grace me, and I'm dead.
Just out of spite.
Oh my god! That motherfucker.
2 arrows bury themselves in her chest. She
know
screeches in pain,
I can
and
use
now...
I can use the mythic power to change the result of a roll after it's been announced. So
What action is it?
it's an immediate.
Alright, you want to try and bump that 13 up to something better?
I believe
Is that
so,
the plan?
but I think Tom's looking up the rules to see if I can do an immediate action when I do a swift action.
What? Am
Oh,
I?
never mind. Nope. Okay. All right. Well, 1d6.
Well, you can't do both. I don't
Oh.
know that.
Okay. So I can't. Let me double check to see what rules gives path. Mythic heroes. All right. Surge. Yeah, it's an immediate, so I can't do that and the swift. So ignore the d5.
Alright then. Any more tricks up your sleeve, or is it all eyes' turn?
Die already.
No tricks yet. I can't think of anything.
See, all eyes' opinion on this battle has just gone, these bastards killed my pets, I'm gonna get revenge, to, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Unfortunately, she doesn't really have any real solid route of escape.
From an archer.
Yeah, so she's just gonna try, because she knows that you're on the verge of death just as much as she is, so she's gonna go ahead and try to finish this.
Nope. Nope.
Last one crit.
Nope.
But she cannot hit for shit once you're out of those webs.
Alright, this is just gonna be 3 attacks at -2.
That's-
So 14, 14, and then a crit. Hold on, let me confirm that. So
The 14s do miss, but
yeah, but the 27 should. Hold on, I want to confirm this crit. 8.
I
7,
mean, I don't think there's any way you can fail to kill her either way, but go for it.
Either.
Ah, regular hit.
So just 14.
So 14 damage then.
Yep, a third arrow in the chest, and All Eyes has taken too much. She crumples to the ground, and now she is the dead.
Did I need to make saves versus the Adder Cat poison?
Once every 10 rounds, so
Alright, you'll
That-
heal 9 HP whole.
might have happened once during that whole fight, but... and presumably you break out of the entanglement eventually because there's nothing to stop you now. So yeah, now saves against the Ettercap poison. Let's see how jacked up your dex gets before you manage to shake it off.
Shake it off.
You are looking for 2
15
consecutive successful saves to shake it off. So
Didn't he save against the last one with the 20 though?
yeah,
No,
but that was
I
a new
think
injection.
Spider.
Oh, okay. So you got 1.
You got 1. If you get another one, then you're good. Nope, that is another D2 of damage.
Hey,
Here's another dex.
Ted X.
Can I use a heal check to assist?
I believe so.
Heal check. Provide first aid, DC 15.
That's the spell.
Treat poison. Alright, so if my heal check exceeds the DC of the poison, character receives a +4 competence bonus on the saving throw against the poison. Alright, so I'm going to roll a heal check with guidance, 1d20 plus 7. If it beats 50, I'm going to mythic power this because you really need that +4. Okay,
Hey,
you're good.
So that is a +4, so that's a 14 then?
we'll have to do it for the next
It's
save.
for the next one.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead, roll that save then.
Easy.
Yeah.
And then I'll do another heal check for your next one. And I'm not going to use an mythic power this time. So
Alright,
sorry.
you're on your own then.
Yeah.
Hey!
You're fine. Okay. You shake it off. It's going to take you a couple of days before their limbs cease to be a little stiff. But you're not paralyzed or nothing. It's not like you were using Dex for anything else, so you know.
It's okay.
Right down.
I'll do some long-term care with you. Yeah. Alright.
I wish there was a way to make these fade. I wonder if there's an API thing for that.
To make what fade?
The music, to have it fade out instead of cut off abruptly. I mean, I could just wait till the end of the track,
Probably.
but...
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what's around here. Yeah. Chernisrado outpost has been abandoned. It appears to be entirely empty, except for empty chests, a table and chairs, and a bed. It's not a bad source of shelter.
For like a handful of people.
Yeah, for 3 people. And of course, there might be more stuff lying around if you poke around.
Yeah, let's poke around. Let's just take a 20 since we don't have to worry about time. So,
AGU.
26 for perception to poke around. Still taking a 20.
Cool.
Guidance?
Oh,
I mean-
27.
Could have done that while just waiting for him to shake off the poison anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you go over the whole place inch by inch. After a while, you are able to find a half-burned letter in the fireplace from a Chernisardo ranger. At some point, I will figure out how to pronounce that. But all of the rangers were called to a place called Fort Trevelet. It doesn't say where that is, or what the significance of it is, really. But it does indicate that the rangers are needed to mass together in order to fight some desperate battle. Bearing in mind that this place has been abandoned for a couple of weeks, this must have all happened a while ago, before the attack on Phaedar even began. Which speaks poorly to how that battle probably went for the Rangers. There are also the spider nests outside, off in these woods, have a bunch of bodies webbed up in them.
People bodies?
People bodies.
Alright, let's take them down.
Desiccated and long since sucked dry.
Yeah, they might still have items on them, so.
And I'm gonna pack up the bedding.
And indeed they do. One of them wears a +1 chain shirt and a cloak of resistance +1, which apparently didn't help him very much against the spiders, along with a masterwork short bow and 15 +1 arrows, along with a single sleep arrow.
I'll take those.
It's a real haul. I can write that down if you need to. There's a bunch. On the other, there's a masterwork light mace, which I assume is a mace that doesn't weigh very much, but I would also accept a lightsaber that turns into a mace instead of a straight shaft. A holy symbol of Erastil, and a scroll tube which contains scrolls of charm animal, cure light wounds, lesser restoration, and plant growth. There's also a couple of gemstones that appear to have fallen out of the pockets of either one of these two guys or one of the other 4 or 5 stuck up there.
Oh, I can use a scroll.
Yeah, you got 3 agate.
Like 2 of the things.
3 agates worth 10 gold each, a star rose quartz worth 55 gold, and 4 amethysts worth 110 gold each, which all told. I'll just go ahead and add that up because that's 525 gold pieces worth of treasure. Of course, the nearest town is under goblin occupation, so it's not clear how you'll spend it, but next time you're in...
Alright, do you want the cloak of resistance and I'll take the chain shirt, or do you want the chain shirt or the cloak of resistance?
Can you paste the loot from the 2 guys? I only got like 2 things out of it written down.
Hang on. Let me see if I can.
I probably want the cloak more.
Alright, I'll take the chain shirt then, now. Shirt, +1.
There. Worked.
Alright. Masterwork short bow. We can put the sleep arrow on the thing. I don't really care about that. Sleep arrow.
That's a save or die. Sleep works against willpower, doesn't it? So if you find something that's got a lot more HP than it does willpower.
This is true. Quick, light, mace. Alright. Do you want me to try to use that scroll on you right now, or?
Nah. It's only like 1 AC anyway.
Yeah, otherwise, what's her name can just do long-term care for you overnight for the 8 hours, and we'll be good. So, because you'll get 2 points back.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did the burnt letter say again?
To rally to a fortress. Basically, that all the rangers should mass at a fortress in response to an unknown emergency. You don't know where that fortress is or what exactly they were gathering to fight against, but apparently the person who left from here never came back, so...
Alright, well... I could ask what's her name if there's a fortress nearby that she knows about and show her the burnt letter, but I say we head back because we're gravely wounded, and I have 1 spell left, which I need to use it myself, so...
Wow.
So... I'm sure she has a cure light wounds back for you at the place. Alright, so back to our place in the woods. Grandma's house. Wait, this is Grandma's house.
Grandma's a spider?
Yeah.
You ever seen my grandma?
Oh.
Copy of there, a paste of there. Alright, on your way back. Paste, damn you. There it goes. On your way back from the camp, or to the camp, rather. You encounter a man, dressed like a merchant or perhaps minor noble, sprinting through the forest at top speed, straight towards you.
I say, hold!
He holds as he approaches you, looks over his shoulder, stops to catch his breath, mop his brow. As who are you? Are you from Fadar? What's going on? Are you with the hobgoblins? You're not with the hobgoblins, are you?
No, we're not with hobgoblins. We've assembled what's left of Fadar in the woods to fight against them.
Really? Well, how many are there? How many are left? What have we got to work with here?
36 or 26?
36 is your food. You've got like 21 people, I believe. So
we've amassed about 21 of the 21 of the what was left of the 21 survivors.
Oh, well, I guess that's better than none. God,
Who are you?
So,
where are you running from?
Oh, the goblins. My name's Edren. I was staying at the Taproot Inn in Fadar when the goblins showed up. Saw a bugbear rip a man right in half. I was able to hide out in a cellar in the city for a while. Once night fell, I made a break for it, got across the river. One of their patrols spotted me. I was sure they were following me, but I guess I must have lost them at some point.
Alright, well, we're on our way back to camp. Do you just want to follow us there?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll keep an eye out in this direction, see if there's any goblins, and we'll head back to camp.
All right.
When we enter camp, I'm going to call for Rhina to see if she can give Hole any aid.
She has a single solitary cure light wounds each day, but she's happy to offer it.
Awesome.
So there's an extra 7 HP.
Well,
I'll introduce the aristocrats to everybody, and inform them that we're still trying to find the location of some fortress that's nearby to see if we can get some shelter. I'm going to tell them that as I'm on my way to Auburn to see if she knows the fuck I'm talking about.
Alright, what does she all know about this fortress?
She doesn't know anything about a fortress.
I'm looking it up now. There's... Alright. She does not know the location of that fortress, as unfortunately it was established after she semi-retired to Fadar. Or, not so much established as just occupied. It was already there when the Rangers found it. In any case, she doesn't know where it's located, but she does know, and I've just realized that I've pretty much already told you this, but yeah, that if the Rangers massed forces and didn't reoccupy the outpost afterwards, even if that specific Ranger had died, right, they would have sent someone else. So, this suggests that the Rangers are in dire straits. If you do find that fortress, or any other Ranger fortress for that matter, she advises you to approach with extreme caution, because it is very likely occupied by something. Maybe these hobgoblins struck at the Rangers before the town, or maybe by unlucky happenstance, some menace of the Fangwood just claimed them at the same time.
Is there a knowledge check I can do to learn more about the fortress?
Probably local.
I believe in you.
That's one I have fairly well. Bam. Nope. Well. It's power, why not? 17.
Hey, 17.
You've heard of the fortress, but its location remains a mystery to you. The Chernosardo Rangers are pretty secretive.
Well, we need to rest for the day. So, we do some like light foraging or something with survival checks.
You have been out scouting all day, but let's figure out how your mooks are getting on without you. So to start with, somebody roll me.
Not a bit. I rolled a 2.
Okay, someone roll me 9d20.
We have a nat 1 and a nat 20 in there. But otherwise good numbers. Those even out to about, what,
all right.
10 each?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is mostly good. And now...
I was going to joke about using a mythic power, but...
Alright, so you've got enough shelter constructed for most everyone by now. Although, someplace more secure would still be good, particularly once those hobgoblins get over here. And roll another 5d20 for me.
Your turn, Tom.
So that we can figure out what the food situation is like.
Oh boy.
Don't screw this up, Tom.
Tell me what to do.
Okay, so the good news is that one of the people sent out to forage got food.
Yeah, and then they ate it on the way home.
So yes, you get a single solitary extra provision point from that. However, that is just our random Mook NPCs.
So I spent all day, scouting, but can I spend 4 hours just doing a light forage? I mean, even if it's just to get one.
No, there are different things. If you forage, you get a different set of encounters.
Got it.
Yeah, a single survival check may represent activity over the course of a few hours or a full day, usually. So yeah.
Alright, it's no biggie. Alright, well then let's rest for the night, and then I will do long-term care. I'll take a 10 and then roll a mythic power, because why not?
And then he's doing the named people to do stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Oreld is. He's a level 2 something.
Wasn't he a shopkeeper? Actually, he had traps. Maybe he's a rogue.
They all got NPC classes, except for Audrin, who is half dead. But
sounds like we need to spend tomorrow foraging.
There it is. He is an expert. Which unfortunately means he's not going to be able to help you with the food problem very much. Or no, hang on. Experts have survival for some reason. I guess it's because it's the frontier. So yeah, that means that Oreld and Jet can both contribute to the foraging.
Do I roll 2d20 then?
So yeah, roll a pair of d20, and they have a slightly better, but not that much better. Actually, the second one, Jet, has a good enough bonus to get a single provision point out of that. So you know what? It's not a total waste, at least.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Man, we're like the worst at this.
Right.
First scanner almost died.
Luckily, we have clean water, because I can keep casting Create Water, but we don't have food.
All right, so you have a total of 22 people in the camp. You have shelter for 13 of them.
For starving, we're okay.
And you have 38 provisions total. Minus 22 means that you have 16 provisions left over. The good news is you only need 6 provisions in order to feed yourselves for 1 day.
Okay.
We don't feed commoners. They're second-class citizens.
Alright, so then we're gonna rest.
Change alignment to lawful evil.
Are we gonna continue on as level 1, or are we gonna level up after that last encounter?
If you're still level 1, then level up now.
Okay.
Bam. Done.
Damn, you're fast.
I gotta roll my HP.
Good at this game.
Yeah, it may be a while before you hit level 3. The level 3 milestone is when you find a permanent rebel base to operate out of. So.
Alright, so that's fine. So I got 7.
The fortress, by the way, is not the only option for that. So, was that supposed to be a D5?
Yeah.
Huh.
So we're doing a different kind of rolling for HP. You get half of your HP and then you roll for the second
Oh,
half.
yes, I remember that now. I recall.
Makes it so you don't completely tank, and we're doing it mainly because, if we do, die if we roll a 1. So,
Right.
so 24 HP.
That's actually a clever house rule. I've never heard of that one before, but it's a good idea. Because it guarantees a pretty solid amount of HP, but you still have the excitement of the roll, which is fun.
Okay, so now...
This is our deep forest music. Let's have our resistance music. Our sad, lonely, starving resistance music.
Alright. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with 9 skill points. Hold on. So we got...
No worries. This brand new fellow you just found is actually supposed to have a unique portrait. I just used the aristocrat because I didn't want to have to gum things up while I did that. So hey, while you level up,
You got knowledge is covered, right, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
I'm a smart boy.
Never know when you need to handle animals, so I'll toss them.
I took craft alchemy too.
Oh, good one. I'll do craft weapons and armor. Do I need to? How about craft
It's
armor?
probably not worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
On the one hand, I mean,
3 years making full plate.
Yeah, it takes forever to make anything decent, but on the other hand, craft skills are definitely going to be more useful in this context than most others. Because you can't just turn gold into weapons at will the way you normally can.
I mean, it'd be faster just to wait to level up and cast Fabricate all the time.
That's probably true, so fair point.
Oh.
Alright. Oh, I should throw a rank in spellcraft. Whew.
Whoa.
Right. Dungeoneering and engineering are background skills, so I will put them there.
Is dungeoneering background?
No, engineering and geography, that's it.
Oh, I don't have 2 knowledge skills. History and nobility.
Okay. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah. I mean, maybe history. That's not even... Oh yeah, this class, I forgot. Just took the thing for human for comprehensive education.
Okay, diplomacy, I'll put up again. Alright, my skills are up. My BAB is up. My... Saves are up. What do I get at level 2? Priest.
Oh, fervor.
Yes. Oh, thank God.
Sick.
Alright, so I'm gonna get fervor, 1d6.
I put him in a red border. Oh well.
And another 0 level spell, it looks like. Alright, I got create water, guidance, detect magic. What should I get? Detect poison? How about read magic, because we have scrolls?
Well, you have to have read magic for scrolls.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and now I have precise shot. Ooh. Alright, I'm ready. So, my saves are now 4, 6, 6. 4, 6, 10.
My tab's getting out of control here.
Oh, I forgot I have a stance now. I should probably pick one.
28.
do the obsidian reflection stance.
That one's neat. And since I won't be around you, it doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's a pretty big aura, though.
It's like 30 feet. It's a really nice stance. I love Shattered Mirror. That's the one where you can either apply a bonus or a penalty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 20 feet. So if as long as I stay 20 feet away from you and you're doing a penalty, it's good. Or unless you're going to be doing a bonus.
I'll probably do bonus.
Alright, well in that case I'll stay with that 20 feet of you.
So, I put an aura on my token, so everyone within 20 feet of me gets a bonus or a penalty on attack and damage rolls, and I get to change it on each of my turns as a free action.
It doesn't state at the beginning or the end, so you could start with the bonus and then end with the penalty. Like, if you go into the battle with a bonus...
I think that makes sense, though, because it's your... Anyways. So everyone gets that bonus or penalty, even enemies and allies. So if I could do, like, +1 attack and damage, then, like, the Eder Cap and Spires would have gotten that, too. Now I can start bringing 2-weapon fighting and Swift Claw Strike and Thirsty Axe.
Thirsty Axe. Thirsty Axe attacks with the kukri.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
You doing kukris for the critical range?
Partially. Not like... There's no other good light blade weapons for 2-weapon fighting, I think.
Wakizashi, but you have to waste a feat.
Yeah. Doing that for like 1.5 damage.
Alright.
Alright.
We're ready.
Ready.
So, a new day has dawned. And what do you want to do with it? You're going to head off into the forest again, or you're going to help forage for provisions? Even as inept as they are, your gang of survivors here can most likely manage provisions by themselves for at least one more day, because they only need another 6. That said, they do also need to finish building themselves some shelter, because they've only got that half done.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think we should search one more day.
Yeah.
So you're going to continue exploring the Fangwood for today?
Yeah.
Yep. And then tomorrow we will forage.
Alright. You're going to leave the villagers on the same split as they were tomorrow, or the same instructions as, yeah, or do you want some of them to, do you want more of them to look for food than before?
Let's have more of them look for food.
So go with half and half instead of 75-25? Sounds about right?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case,
Sure.
are you going to go for the... Take 10 is rolling for. Are you going to take 10 on survival again for exploring the Fangwood?
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
I have a... I'll have... If he assists me, we'll have a base 20, because I put another rank in survival. And then I'll guidance myself, so it'll have 18 base, and then plus him, plus 2ing me will be at 20 for assist.
Oh, I was all eyes. Makes sense.
Ugh.
Eyes. Yeah. Man, if each of these are not puns with the letter and number beside it, I'm gonna be upset.
There is no G7, unfortunately, which means we cannot have you stumble across a meeting of prominent world leaders in the middle of Fangwood.
Well, there's G1, which is the only one that matters. God bless America. All right, so we shall explore. Do we get to choose which hex we go to, or do we just do our 20 and then you choose from that?
Yeah, there's just
There's
a
no
20
hexes here.
Yeah, that would have been really cool, but that's not actually in the adventure path, so...
What do you think this is? A game with choices in it?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't how Paizo rolls. Alright, let me slap another map on this one. Well, yes, but that goes without saying. Someone rolling knowledge local, too, while you're at it.
Go for it, Tom.
Guidance. Me, right?
Yep.
Bam. Whew. $26,000 and 4.
As you pass through the forest, you come across a boar. With that roll, you can recognize the boar. This is local legend Gashmaw.
Oh.
This isn't your average run-of-the-mill boar. This is an advanced boar.
Let's kill it.
Ooh. Also, I changed Mythic Power thing to be the blue 5, so I'm gonna get temp HP now. And all my things are 0. No.
Good idea. I'll use my red one as fervor then.
Oh, why'd I fill in my AC bar? That's not right. My armor class is 10 out of 10.
Now, this thing has been a menace to the southern Fangwood for a while. You leave this lurking around and it's liable to gore people who are out hunting and foraging and such.
Almost want to like capture it, tie it up, and like set it loose on the hobgoblins.
Smuggle it across the river, set it loose on the guys guarding the bridge. Then while they're dealing with that, you start sniping them.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to go for it,
No.
I will absolutely run an encounter that wacky.
Build like a makeshift one-use catapult to fire it over the river.
13. Alright.
I want to see someone make a catapult without ranks in knowledge engineering. Stick, go, fly.
Okay.
That's a wizard.
I have no background in engineering, but I've played a lot of Angry Birds. I think I've got this.
Played Minecraft at one time.
Hey guys, if we keep mining downwards, we'll eventually get diamond, right? Right? Get a quarter.
Hull, you're up.
I'm going to study it as a move action. I think that doesn't have a range. Does not. Alright, it's looked at. I look at it menacingly, and I ready action attack it when it gets close with kukri.
And then I'm going to 5-foot step back and attack it. And make sure it can't get to me.
Or else on bonus.
Nice. Alright, so my range on my bow is 80, so I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to do 3 attacks, with the -2.
You're shooting straight through one of your mates there.
Huh?
You're shooting straight through your buddy, so...
Oh, I don't think that's the case, is it? How does soft cover work? I thought it was only when they're right next to him. Pathfinder soft cover.
I think it's through them and all.
At all?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in
That's
that
how it works in
case,
Star Wars Saga Edition, which is when... Which is
okay.
where I have the
attack
most
and then-
experience using the
can
range
attack and
rules.
then move.
So
So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and full attack 3 attacks of this guy, all with -2, but he's flat-footed, so... So 19. Oh, sorry. That's it's 11 damage. 20 with 12 damage, and that's probably gonna miss with a 11. Or sorry, 10, 9, 8, 9 for 13. Then I'll 5-foot back here.
So, this is the part of the adventure path where we discover that Auburn is just lazy as hell. You want to see how much damage you did to this guy? This guy who has been a menace on the village for years, while Auburn has been lying around in town, apparently not taking care of it. Gashmaw bellows in rage and charges straight into Hull's ready action.
Kukri in the kidney. Oh,
I think it's dead.
it's 4 + 1 + 1.
Congratulations! You have saved the village from Gashmaw.
I'm
And
gonna
we can eat him.
I'm gonna name myself an honorary Share to Show warden. All right.
Yes. So
How much bacon can we get out of this?
Gashmaw's thing here is that he's got a ring on one of his tusks. He just happened to gore an adventurer to death one day and happened to pick that ring up off of the body. It's a ring of protection +1. So, you know, his AC is 1 higher than a regular advanced boar, which I guess that +1 AC was supposed to turn him into a legend.
Right.
So we saw how that turned out.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, and he's also worth 5 provision points. So
Nice.
Ooh. Do you really need that ring, do you think?
No, go ahead and take it.
Okay.
I think that makes our EC even. Right? You're 18 or 19?
I'm at 18 now.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Ah.
Hello. Are
Hello.
We leveled to level 10 when you're gone.
we? Seems
Yep, 10
legit.
mythic ranks too.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, the next encounter for your new level 10 mythic rank 10 selves is the legendary kobold who has been menacing the village for years.
Oh.
Who has 2 more HP than a regular kobold.
Damn.
He's got a ring of something that gives him 10 HP. So
Also from Goring Adventure
And then-
without horns.
There's
so
also
we got a ring of protection +1 and 5 provision points from that then, right?
5 8.
yes.
And is one encounter the whole day exploring?
No. That is just the warm up.
Yay!
I mean, it's not entirely clear, but you might, in theory, be supposed to, like, it seems to me, and it doesn't actually say this anyway, but it does seem to me like the idea here is supposed to be that, after that fight with Gashma, players might want to turn back and come back later. But
Maybe to bring back the provisions. We'll just take them with us.
Probably butcher most of them there, just like hanging up to start drying for jerky or something. Put a big stick through them, carry them that way.
Mm-hmm.
Find an apple somewhere. The apple
Yes.
has a ring of sustenance inside from Goring and Adventure.
all right, that's gonna be dark for now, but just let me copy and paste your tokens in, and
Bah,
I'll fix that.
spooky.
Trigger.
Yes, you come across another lone hut in the woods. I believe this one also has a description attached. Yes, a wooden cabin, small and square, stands in a clearing dotted with tree stumps. Someone has deforested this area to make room for the structure, leaving only tall grass to carpet the clearing. A jumble of poles near the cabin serves as a rack for drying animal hides or fish. No smoke issues from the chimney.
So let's try
Depending how big
sneaking.
it is. Alright. I have +2.
Let's do it.
And let there be light.
Wow.
Because you're less sneaky than me. Alright, so we're going to try being sneaky about this.
I got it.
All right, let me just.
I'm sneaky. He's not.
Okay, so
I hate that these things reset every time.
What?
The bars for AC and stuff.
Do they? Mine didn't when he copied and pasted mine.
yeah,
Mine does.
I copy and paste from the end of one encounter to the beginning of the
To the
next.
next.
So
Mine keep resetting to 0 for some reason. Just had to
That's
refill
weird.
it.
I'm going to peer ahead Bow drawn.
I'm gonna clank up behind him.
You can see several of the drawing racks here,
Oh,
and
nice.
also edge of the cabin.
Alright, I'm going to sneak up over here and see if I can peer in a window. Is there a window?
Roll perception.
I will use a mythic power. 20.
Alright, you find a window, but before you can look too deeply in it, the first thing you notice is the arrow trap rigged up to the ceiling to pincushion anyone who so much as jiggles the glass.
Why did you do that?
Alright.
Never
So-
jiggle the glass.
I didn't jiggle the glass, I just looked in the window.
Obviously you did.
I mean, if that's the case, then the arrow trap is not working as advertised because he has not been pincushioned.
Do I see anything else in the room aside from that?
Just the bed. It's hard to get in close when you can't actually touch the window.
True. Okay. I'm gonna say, stay back, hole. Wait, why do we do this when we can just go through the front door? Did I see anything pointing at the front door?
Yeah, there is also arrows pointed in that direction. Basically, this whole end of the cabin is a death trap.
Okay.
We should just throw a rocket through the window or something.
What's up here?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, gosh.
19.
Ooh, is the
20
DC on
with
this
that-
one? Ah, what's up there is bear traps. You can see a pair of bear traps lying around the field, hidden in the
Jesus
tall
Christ.
grass. You begin to suspect that whoever owns this place may not want visitors.
Alright. Anything over in this direction?
Hey, more mushrooms. Haha.
You can see
It's probably an outhouse that he's rigged with bombs.
you go inside the outhouse and just a velociraptor attacks you.
Clever girl.
Possible in Pathfinder. Do you want me to do a perception check for that direction?
No, hang on. I'm just double checking. Yes. I'm just making sure I know what traps are in the smokehouse there,
It's a
Okay.
smokehouse.
what their DCs are, and exactly how dead you are if you set them off.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is open the door and then quickly move my hand back up here.
Okay. You tilt the door open, and nothing happens.
Alright, I'll peer inside.
So, this smokehouse hasn't been used in a long time. There's a ton of heavily smoked and salted meat lying around, however. Man, today is really your guys' day for provisions, because this stuff is all worth a total of 15 provision points.
Ooh.
It's all salted for long-term storage, so the fact that this place apparently hasn't been used in weeks, if not months, is not a problem.
Alright, in that case... Do you have a reach weapon, Tom?
Nope.
Oh, alright. I have meteor hammers, but those aren't good. I'm just gonna get a stick and come over here and like just open the door from like this direction so I can't get shot.
Alright, you dismantle one of the smoking racks for a stick, poke the door open, and the arrows thud uselessly into the path.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use said stick to jingle against the glass.
The glass shatters as the arrows fire through it.
Before we
You
go
have
in.
now disarmed all of the traps in the hut that you found.
Bum, bum, bum.
Alright, I'm gonna do a perception check for traps.
Go for it.
19. Guidance 20. Forgot. Do I have to guidance before every time?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll remember that next time.
This is a standard action too. It's also known as a combat
Yeah.
thing.
All right.
I'm assuming before I check everything, I'm always touching myself to make it a little bit better, you know?
Yep. As you do. As you do.
God.
Uh-oh. There's a red token there. That's not good.
So yes, as you peer inside, you discover a hidden trap.
Whoa.
And that trap is a white whose house you've just been ransacking
Wow. White privilege.
while he watches. And he's basically just like, guys, were the bear traps not clear enough?
No. More adventurous. That means come here. Free stuff.
Part of get the fuck out was unclear to you.
This guy obviously doesn't know what friggin' adventurers speak.
Alright, well. I
Anyway,
guess
yeah, he super wants to kill you, so.
Yeah. Say we handle the animal. Make it one-use catapult.
I'm gonna wait until. Oh.
Oh. Ruh-roh. Let me look up how this works.
Oh, the counter to act in surprise round?
Huh?
No, never mind.
Can't do it. It's an immediate action for intercept charge.
And he's also got a pet.
Huh.
This will be fun.
Is the wolf undead?
Yes.
It sounds like no.
Oh.
Huh.
Maybe it was a ranger at one time.
Huh. Huh.
Anyway, this is the legendary wolf of having 6 extra HP, which is actually true.
He's safe. He's got a great sword.
Do, 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 do. Sounds like Pokemon music. Sorry.
I was kind of thinking that too.
It's actually one of the better Final Fantasy fight music. Part of the problem with fight music is you don't want anything too intense. Otherwise, if it goes on for a while, it gets really, really fatiguing.
Maybe for you, I've listened to the same heavy metal song in intense fights for over an hour once. That was amazing.
Rise of.
No, it's a Doom soundtrack I did.
Oh, yeah.
Doom works really well. It's made to loop.
Yeah. Or that one Witcher song, like Eyes of the Wolf or something. That's a good one. Speaking of, I'm actually going to mute this music and play that right now.
Alright. This guy's gonna wander up to Legolas and just make his opinion on trespassing as clear as he possibly can.
He's making it clear, and he's confirmed making that clear.
He has confirmed his clarity. on exactly how much he dislikes your trespassing.
I was looking away. I looked back. Oh. Well. What's he attacking with? Just come on and slam?
Welcome to the jam.
Man, I want to make a character with slam attacks and make the confirm roll. Welcome to the jam.
Does your obsidian reflection stuff get multiplied on a crit too?
It doesn't say it doesn't, so yes, sir. Got him. So yeah, add +2 damage to whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And that also gets doubled.
Well, +1 to double to 2, I mean.
Ah, okay. So a total of 10 damage on Legolas, plus energy drain.
Alright, I gotta roll a will save for that, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just get it, and that's to remove it.
Nah, it's got a DC. So.
Yeah, the DC
That is a
is to remove
four-
it later.
Tom.
No! I want to kill your character.
Alright, let's see, my DC. Alright, my
It's
will
fortitude,
is...
not save. It's fortitude, not will. Blah, blah.
Is it fortitude? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
4.
Oh, that should be enough.
Yes, you have saved against the energy drain.
Thank you.
Anyway, now the pupper is going to come over here and try to munch on Hull.
Well.
It's a whole lot of munching to do.
But no confirm. That's too bad, because it would have been goddamn hilarious.
So you guys don't want to play Pathfinder just 2 people, huh? Oh, you can minimum damage too.
And...
Kill him, Hole.
Alright. He also gets a free trip attempt, but that's not even close to your CMD, so you're good.
Oh.
And now it is Hull's turn.
What?
You don't have improved unarmed strike or anything, do you?
I do.
Do. Alright, then I'm gonna use the Leaping Dragon maneuver to swift action acrobatics check to jump to +10. So I go 10 feet past him. Haha. I think it provokes.
Yeah, it's going to provoke from both of them unless it specifically doesn't.
I'm good with that.
This wolf loves the taste of your skin. And does 18 beat your CMD?
Yep. CM. Yeah. Well, it's the same, so yeah.
The exact wording on the trip rules, according to the SRD at least, is if the attack exceeds the target's CMD, which is not consistent with how DCs usually work, but that's what the rules say, so whatever. You're good.
Alright. Well, the other guy slapped me.
Right.
Slap me.
Hit me with your best shot. Critical.
Well, almost.
4 damage and save against level drain.
Including the +1 more of everyone die faster.
Yes.
Alright. Saves.
Your fervent desire to have not only your other party members killed, but also yourself killed is noted.
Alright, and then I 2 weapon fighting.
So yeah, technically you suffered attacks of opportunity, but since none of the special effects go off, I like to imagine that during your ninja flip, you just banged your head against the rafters.
Yeah. Oh.
Who all are you attacking?
Oh, it gets the weight, so I forgot I get flanking. So, 19?
19 is a hit for sure. But let me check the... Yeah, none of the rest are even close.
Well, so the first one's attack, then to confirm it, and then it's crit, normal damage, crit damage, and then offhand is attack, confirm, crit.
Does the 13 hit the white?
Nope.
That'd be 12, but I include the one, but not the flank.
Oh.
I forgot that in my macro. Right, so I hit it for 9 damage.
Legolas?
Legolas is going to 5 foot step back and precise shot. I'm going to go ahead and unleash. We're going to start with the white because that's the most dangerous. Because he's white. So it's going to be 3 attacks at -2 here. So that's going to miss. Does a 17 hit the white?
Yes.
14 damage. Oh, 15 damage. Sorry, I forgot about the thing. And then my last one, I assume that hits.
Quite.
Also, one was terrifying.
Yeah, no, a 17
Since you
hits,
got
but a 23
crit.
misses.
Since you got crit, and if you failed that save, you got 2 negative levels, and probably just died or something.
Yep.
Yes. The white is pin-cushioned, staggers backward, falls to the floor.
More dead than he was before. That kind of rhymes.
It is the wolf's turn. A 5 foot step towards Legolas
Eat
in an
my
attempt
AC, bitch.
to avenge its wayward master, which goes very poorly.
5 foot step.
Hold it up.
Yeah, 1. 21 for 7 damage.
That's gonna be a hit,
So I think 11 misses. Crap.
and 11 does indeed miss.
Legolas?
Legolas?
I'm gonna use Minute Strike now. Haha.
Minute hand?
Nope, it's a strike.
Yeah, but it's strike, minute hand.
1.
So that's what happened because you said minute strike instead of minute hand. Like you said, what you said, if it said minute hand, it would have been fine, but you didn't.
Yep.
All right, is it my turn again?
Yeah.
3 attacks, all at -1.
Can you imagine what would happen if you called it Minute Strike?
Like, every roll for the next
All right, so does a
forever.
Does a 14 hit? Either one of those?
Yes, 14s do hit. Exactly, in fact.
All right. Well, then all those attack hit. So we got 24, 30 damage. Bam.
Yeah. Just ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
Well,
No, it's bum bum bum. Remember, it's Gatling.
no, you gotta go as feminine as possible.
Tinky.
So then,
Never do that again, please.
you have successfully cleared out some manner of undead woodsman.
All right, I'm gonna heal myself and then him.
This is all going much better than the spiders.
All right, so
Yeah.
myself for 7,
And I get 5.
and then you get 5. Do you still need a lot more?
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Is there anything in the cabin? Or on the
Yeah.
white?
Let's take 20 and spend a long time doing it. So
Well, I mean, there's the bear traps. Let's see what else we've got, though. You've got dust and cobwebs.
My favorite.
There is 1 boot of striding and springing on the floor.
oh, all right.
Wait, which one is it? Is it the striding or the springing one?
It's half of each.
Damn.
Hey, 5 feet's still good. So, detect magic and see if we can find the other boot. Is it on the white?
It is not. You cannot find any trace of any magic except for a +1 longbow mounted above the fireplace. As well,
That's useless.
the detect magic reveals a hidden compartment under the floorboards, glowing underneath which are 2 potions of Cure Light Wounds and 5 +1 flame arrows.
Oh, man,
Also, 112 gold.
5 + 1 flaming. Wow, that's nice.
How many potions?
2 potions, 5 flaming arrows.
I got the arrows already.
I must too. Ooh.
And +1 or masterwork, longbow. Yeah, +1.
Wait, is it masterwork longbow or +1 longbow?
+1 longbow.
He says +1 longbow. I always put masterwork in front.
Well, the +1 throws it off because it could be strength rating.
Okay. So, were you joking about the 1 boot of striding and springing?
No, that's actually there. There is a single boot of striding and springing.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it the left or the right?
I'm gonna say the left.
I'm writing it down.
1 boot of striding and springing.
Then we're gonna find like another left boot of strike and spring. God damn it!
Then we. All right. Well, I want to take all the bear traps and the provisions. Obviously, we can take the bear traps back to be used.
Yeah, just drop a rock on it to set it off or something.
Poke it with a stick. Yeah.
Poke with a white arm.
Bring your least favorite commoner to set off.
Used to be back in the day. I have a wand of summon minor monster, which summons like 1d4 toads and shit. I'd use them and chuck them at doors to see if they were trapped. Alright, so bear traps, boot, and with detect magic we can't detect anything else, right?
Yeah, you're not seeing anything else magic around here.
Tons of rations.
Alright.
Yeah, between the smokehouse and the pig, you've got 20 extra provisions, so...
Alright, cool. So...
you're in pretty good shape, too. Do you want to head back, or do you want to keep going?
We can keep going, honestly.
How much would it be just to say, like, we go back, drop off the food, and then keep going?
Or we could just keep going and pretend that that's what happened.
That's what I mean. I don't know. Let's keep going anyway.
Let's just keep going.
Alright.
I have carrying capacity, it's fine.
In order to keep going, I am going to need some new tokens.
Alright, 5-minute break.
I mean, I've been making them in the background, but more like 2 minutes, but yeah.
Alright, well, I gotta do something anyway, so that works.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Pathfinder. Having branching paths into their railroads, except not really. All the difficulty of preparing. Multiple different possible encounters. With none of the actual choices.
Alright, well, I'm back, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, well, I guess we'll keep the other half of the boots. We'll give that to the melee character when they're completed. You already have 40 move speed, right?
No.
You're a,
Took the archetype.
Oh, that's why. Because you're bitching about how you couldn't get 60 move speed easy. You could already have 50.
What?
Nothing.
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
Whatever.
Fine.
Alright, let me just copy and paste you all over. As you continue to explore the woods, you soon stumble across there is a small cavern which, much like the ranger outpost and the White's house, could serve as a small shelter for a couple of people. There is, however, a small problem. The cave is already being used for shelter by wolves, or at least it was, until the wolves encountered a smaller problem, which was a bunch of mites. Mites. Let's add you in there. Switch you over. And here you are. There's a cave down that ways. Several mites snarling and hissing at the wolf, who growls and snaps back.
I have handle animal. I could try handle animal. Alright, well, let's attack the mites then.
Yeah, all my stuff is 0 again. Jeez.
That's weird. Mine's all there.
Just wants me to not. It does. You know, this is going to be 0 eventually. Just leave them.
So, we gonna go ahead and roll for murder, or is there another approach you guys want to take?
We're gonna roll for murder of these mites.
Sounds good. Time to get our murder on. Wow. So these mites are nice and speedy. Oh snap, I forgot to...
Too bad. Can you add me to the turn order too?
Yeah, just give me a second.
125.
There. Mite at 21. And a wolf.
Can I see the mites from here?
Yes. This is a downward cliff. So.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I can see them... Actually, hold on. I was up here. How many of them can I see? All of them?
From there, you'll be able to see these ones that are a little bit further out from the cliff, but not these ones who are hugging the edge of it.
Okay,
So these
right.
these two, you'll have to get right next to the cliff to see down at them. But
that's fine. I'm going to Mythic Power, get an extra attack, then Rapid Shot, get an extra attack on all these. So I'm gonna have 4 total attacks, all with -1. So hold on, those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does the lowest being a 12 hit their flat-footed DC or AC?
yes.
All right. So the first one's gonna take 10 damage. The second 11 damage. The second one's gonna take 8 damage. The third one's gonna take 16 damage, and the fourth one's gonna take 12 damage.
Yeah, you just rapid fire hit each of these guys in their bulbous, oversized heads.
And then I'll 5-foot shimmy this way.
So the 2 remaining mites really like their current position, and they're just going to go ahead and ready actions for now. Hull, you're up.
I guess I'll run up. Just double move. Yeah. Right to the edge there.
The mites wave at you.
Yeah, I wave and then switch my aura to negatives. Take that.
Wolf is up. Will advance upon and attack the mite.
I guess -1 attack and damage.
So that'll be a miss. The mites now trigger their ready actions. What is the game design role of creatures this week?
Is it negative damage sort of thing?
That's non-lethal then.
Yeah, one non-lethal.
And once it's non-lethal equals its current HP, then it goes down unconscious.
There, it's becoming lethal damage.
All right, Legolas, it is your turn.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I can see the mites now, right? Oh, this won't get cover.
One, but
all right,
yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot at that one anyway. So, wow, I've never actually rolled just a singular arrow attack. Does a 12? No, does a 11 hit its AC?
Not quite.
Okay. Wait, actually, that's a regular 13 because I didn't rapid shot.
That does hit.
Whoa! So it'll take 12 damage then.
You kill it 4 times. The remaining mite will take another swing at the wolf. Like, really, is the point of these guys to...
2 non-lethal.
I assume when there were 6 of them, it was more of an issue.
Well, I'm just like, what's the purpose of
minus
having
damage.
mites even in the game? Like, do you need monsters that are even weaker than goblins and kobolds?
Apparently, yeah.
Like, do these guys exist so that you can play as commoners?
The entire
Anyways.
mission, the entire game is just mites.
I'm gonna. How far down is this hill?
It's like 10 feet.
Right. What's acrobatics? Oh, acrobatics. Where's it for falling?
I think it's like. I think the DC is just 10 or 15 to land on your feet, isn't it?
I think so. Oh, here, there's falling. DC 15 to ignore the first 10 feet. Although you still fall prone if you take damage. Right, so it's DC 15. I'm just gonna swift action use the dragon thing so I can't fail, basically. Well, I can still fail, I guess, so. Hey, I pass. Shoot, so a swift action. Jump down behind him.
Alright.
And then I murder. -1. Hey, I actually hit him.
They're not hard to hit, and they're made of tissue paper, so. Wolf sees you between itself and its cave, so it's going to snuggle with you. You and wolves, man. Wolf nibbles you for 2 damage.
That including the minus one?
Yeah.
Darn. Alright, is it my turn then?
It is.
Oh wait, doesn't it get a trip attempt?
Oh yeah, it does. But that's not going to be your CMD, so.
Yeah.
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Cody, bring me a fork. Oh, Cody's right there with a fork. Alright.
What?
Sorry,
I have no idea what's going on now.
Alright, I'm going to 5-foot step back. And with the 5 foot, can I see the wolf? Whatever. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see the wolf now.
Yes.
Is that all that's left is a wolf?
Yep, just a wolf. All the mites exploded on contact with anyone with class levels.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack it once then. So it'll take 10 damage to shoot it.
Wow. You're gonna shoot the dog. I hope you feel good about yourself.
You have successfully reenacted the ending of every dog book ever written.
Alright, well.
Did that kill it, or is it unconscious from the non-lethal damage?
I suppose it would be unconscious, because mites can't hit for shit.
Yes. Do we want to keep the wolf?
Let's check in the cave first.
It's probably like puppies in there somehow.
Yeah,
Right.
inside the cave, you can indeed find 4 wolf cubs.
Huh. Take them all.
Yes,
Slave
let's take-
labor.
There's also a small pile of treasure. Or more like a small pile of junk, really. Some of it's
That's
treasure.
the right boat.
detect magic.
Alright. You cast Detect Magic, and what all is magic in here? Pair of scissors, spools of thread, a shaving kit. Here we are, 2 potions of Pass Without Trace, a medium +1 dagger, and 1 of a pair of boots of striding and springing.
Oh snap!
Aw, damn.
Yes, these mites apparently stole a white's boot.
All right, so
Awesome.
you now have boots of striding and springing. We'll need that copied down, and then we're gonna take the wolves, the puppies. Should we go? Well, like, I don't want to take them, but may as well.
Yeah. Nice boots.
But if we don't,
Yeah.
they
Just gonna be
might.
murdered or be taken by the hobgoblins and
Mm-hmm.
man, that's actually really nice to have the +5 to jump. Like, I've never had it come up before now.
All right, now with puppies in tow, we will set off.
Alright, going to continue exploring or head back to camp now?
I'm good for more exploring. We haven't used any more
Yeah.
resources than we
Yeah,
had.
like, there's not much of an encounter. And it's for level 2, right? Like, the milestone is that once you escape from... Yeah, I don't even know. I am
Huh.
confused.
Well, we're also like Gestalt Mythic,
It's true. That is true.
but like
All
for
right.
normal people would wipe this though. Me.
I don't think 6 mites is going to wipe any respectable level 2 party, honestly.
Oh no, I mean the party would wipe this like even faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh well, let's keep going. It's an easy game. It's fine.
Paste a U in there. And a U in there.
We're just like dragging a dead boar, an unconscious wolf, and then 4 cubs behind. a
Plus a bunch of salted fish.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pathfinder. This week on Pathfinder, we're finding a path through the woods.
Wow.
You're gonna
Like
walk
that.
out of the woods with the entire contents of the woods strapped to your back.
It's like Snake. It's just like keep getting longer and longer the more you go.
Did you really buy a watermelon cutter, dear? Like, we use this like we would use this like twice a year. I don't care. Who would buy this shit?
Hey, when your house gets attacked by a killer watermelon, you won't be complaining.
Right. Ugh. Sorry, I just finished a bunch of Eggo waffles with the Canadian maple syrup.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. As you continue wending through the woods, you come across an extremely new and never before seen part of the forest that in no way resembles anything you have ever done before.
Yep.
In which you can see a small troglodyte patrol. begin yipping and yelling at you excitedly as soon as they spot you. Pointing, waving their weapons.
I draw my weapon.
There's also a giant gecko in front, which doesn't look much like a gecko, but just roll with it. Wasn't able to find a good picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's a forest gecko. That's. Yep.
Are we rolling for initiative? We are rolling for initiative.
Yep.
I resent 25 on the MP on the. Well, at least they can't get to me.
I mean,
Maybe.
Trogs are slow. Alright, now as it happens, giant geckos have a move speed of 90 feet, so...
God damn.
Not actually. So yes, the giant gecko runs up to you, or towards you at least, and hisses menacingly. Your turn, Legolas.
Alright. I'm going to 5 foot, ignore the giant gecko. Well, I guess maybe ignore. Alright, well, I guess I'm attacking. I'll let Hulk get the giant gecko first. I'm gonna shoot at the troglodytes. This will be 3 attacks at -2 each, but they'll be hitting their flat-footed. So, wait, is your bonus positive right now, bud?
Tom?
I was eating chips, so I muted myself.
Yeah. Was
I was negative at the end of combat, but
Uh-huh.
I think I'd change it between.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we're positive here. So it's only at -1. So 1, 2. God damn it. All right. Does the 17 hit their flat-footed? I don't know if a 10 hits their flat-footed, but
This is Trogs, right?
yep.
Yes.
Okay. The 17 will do 15 damage on the troglodyte on the left. Actually, on the right. I'm thinking of my character's left.
16.
16 damage, yes.
And an arrow sinks into his throat and he collapses to the ground. His friend is now significantly less excited.
I charge myself. It's now my turn.
Check
He
your
will
privilege.
full run straight towards you, which is perhaps not the wisest move, but he figures that you're probably really squishy in melee, right? Hull, your turn.
A 5-foot step. I'll murder him. Yeah.
21. Ooh.
That is a hit for 11 damage, and then a miss.
Is the 12 including, or the 11 including the +1 for your thing?
Yep.
Okay. What about the 13? Does that hit?
No.
It is not. Troglodytes have surprisingly thick natural armor. Apparently their scales are like chainmail. Giant Gecko is going to run up and actually make an attack.
Wait, I use my teamwork feat, intercept charge, and I intercept my own charge. Haha.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, Legolas.
I laugh at the troglodyte and then shoot off 3 attacks again at -1. Does a 14 hit him?
No.
Does a... No. Does a... Nope. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Oh,
You're
you know what?
laughing
Fuck it.
so
Fuck it.
hard that you can't actually hit him.
I'm gonna use a mythic power to increase my attack on my first one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that should make it hit.
That does make it hit. And he
That's
is now the
12
dead.
damage. Yeah,
Now he had like 2 HP left, so.
doesn't matter.
Troglodytes are all dead, so it's Hull's turn.
I'll get in the way. Over here. Hide under the bodies. Yeah, full attack. Bam.
Nope, like, the gecko isn't even
that's
dodging or deflecting this. Like, all of this is below 10 AC. So, you basically just flail at empty air while the giant gecko tilts its head curiously at you.
Blood. I'm like skating for the first time.
Alright. And now, the giant gecko retaliates.
Yeah.
My mythic power to increase that by.
I guess +1 to hit and damage.
He does. Doesn't matter when you ruin it.
For a whole 4 damage. Legolas.
Finish him. Tink. Tink. Does a 17 hit? Or sorry, yeah, 17 hit.
Yeah.
All right, he'll get 11 damage then.
Which is enough to kill him.
Well,
We loot their stinky corpses.
how many provisions does a gecko give?
You find sticks, stones, and broken bones.
I need a gecko.
And then I'll heal. 8
On you?
on you.
Oh.
There are a pair of feather tokens.
Hey. Kind of feather tokens.
Bird.
Feathery ones.
Oh.
Oh, that's the messenger one, I think.
So if you want to send a message to a troglodyte cave, now's your chance.
Maybe they're working for the hobgoblins.
Well, actually, which feather tokens? Because there's anchor, bird, campsite, catapult,
I
fan,
said
floater.
bird.
Oh, bird. Oh, I thought you said. Oh yeah, messenger. Okay, that's it.
How is your survival?
I have a +7.
We should butcher up this gecko and just tell people it's chicken. They'll believe it.
Is gecko edible?
It appears not. It does not provide any provision points.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, we're already at the point where you guys are walking in like, okay, losers, we just fed you for a week.
Are troglodytes normal around here though? Do they usually come with hobgoblins?
Roll local or history for that, either way.
I don't have history, do I?
Right, plus.
No.
I steal your guidance from you.
Okay. I asked that question, then look at you and get guidance.
Alright. So yes, with a 21, you know that troglodytes aren't common around here, but they are known to have some caverns lying underneath the Fangwood, and every now and again they bubble up to cause trouble.
Alright, well, let's
Watch out
keep
for
going.
that.
We'll do one more and then go back.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
One less.
Yes, okay.
And then this is like boss encounter. Get wrecked.
Right.
We are getting to the point here where I have to double check and make sure there are any encounters left. Paste. There it goes. All right. Whilst continuing to traipse through the woods, you come across an abandoned farmstead that happens to look exactly like a generic woods random encounter map, because Paizo didn't give me a specific map, so we're doing this instead. This farm is totally abandoned, except for bees!
No. Well, burn the entire building down. There's no saving it.
Back, kids. Get back in the car. It's the Hornet's house now. We must move on.
And can I even damage them? I don't think so.
They are a swarm.
And they're smaller, they're diminutive or tiny, right?
They are diminutive.
Yeah.
Which does indeed make them immune to weapon damage.
Anyway.
We'll be fine.
So I have the Crimson Claim from Harbinger, where it says, deal D4 damage to each creature claimed by the target. I guess that's like a single target thing, so they'd be immune to it.
No, if you can claim it, then it does the damage.
And then I can just keep claiming it and jumping away with the Dragon Leap.
So, just pretend this is an orchard and not a forest, and also that it is full of angry bees.
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 I play out my sack, which had not my sack, but my rucksack that has 3 alchemist fires and 2 acid
These nuts.
Hull, it is your turn.
Okay. I claim the target.
You now own the bees.
Swift action. Oh. Just not. Okay, it's 1 point whenever I claim someone. And then I have at least one. She can deal damage plus to each. Ooh. So yeah, since I claimed it, I spend a move action to deal 2 damage to the bee.
You kill a bee.
Well, I move 30 feet behind the tree, and I jump away as a swift action. Yeah, so it's like that. Jump over there. Goodbye.
The bees advance on Legolas.
Hey, at least they can't attack me.
Oh, I actually have to be over top.
Yeah, if you're attacking me, that goes over top.
Cool.
They just hover near you, threateningly. Be like, bees. That's weird. They say bees. That's weird. It's like.
All right. I believe.
They just if they're a swarm, they just deal the whatever attack damage their swarm damage is. They don't even have to roll to
save
hit.
for it? I know there isn't a roll to hit, but was there a save?
Usually
like
there's a save for distraction.
They might have poison or something.
They do have poison, but let's just go ahead. There is their raw damage. And
Wow.
they've got to save around here somewhere. There it is, Fortitude.
Saving throws for. I'm a mythic. Wait, I can mythic after the rolls are announced or things
It's an
announced.
immediate action, isn't it?
Yep.
No.
I can't. I have to roll it now.
But it,
Oh shit. Does a 13 pass?
A 13 passes exactly.
Oh, thank God.
And it is your turn.
5-foot step, take out an alchemist fire and chuck it at this bitch. So it's a range to hit, which is for me 5, 6, 7. Does that hit their touch?
Almost certain. Yes. Surprisingly
Alright.
close, though.
Alright, so it's gonna take this times 1.5. And then they don't take the fire damage, right, Tom? Like, because there's the fire, and then if you every creature within 5 feet of the task takes blah blah blah, and then
they don't take splash.
yeah, but they take an additional 1d6 points of damage the next turn, unless they take a full round action to distinguish the flames.
I think they do.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna deal times 1.5.
Fire raise.
3 damage. If they now need to make a reflex save. DC is
Catch a fire.
15.
So the DC is 15 for reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the saves on these? There they are. Not quite.
Yay! It's on fire.
They're actually
Fire bee.
mythic bees, so they're going to use a mythic power to... No.
I mean,
This isn't the first time you get fighting mythic beasts before.
yeah. So don't even joke. Been there.
Hull, you're up.
All right. Move back towards the bees.
See, this is the part in the anime where the main character gets attacked by bees and the side characters pointing there and laughing.
I have to move back. Oh. And then I claim it again. Because I moved
That-
out of range last time.
Another 2 damage, or...
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Only once.
No, it's a move action to deal the 2. And then at the top of my turn, if they're claimed, they take D4.
Okay.
But I jumped out of the way. Means.
So now it's the bee's turn.
Bees, bees, bees. Bees, bees.
Right, well, they're going to 5-foot buzz over to stand on top of you, take a full round action to put themselves out, and since they're on top of you, they deal damage anyway.
This is true.
So that's another 6 damage and another save, fort save against bees. Yep, you're definitely not poisoned.
Alright. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Swift action, heal 1d6. So 4. And then standard action, use my last heal. 8 plus 2. For 9. Because that almost killed me. And that's it.
Okay.
I'll 5 and shoot me closer to the bees. And they take D4, because at the start of my turn they're claimed. 3 damage. And I think I can do this because it's just a move action. I spend 2 move actions to deal 2 damage to them twice.
So 4 damage.
And then if I was hurt, I would heal d6 damage per time they got damaged.
Now, the
That's actually
bees
a good use.
cannot wrap themselves into an L shape. So instead, they will just sting the shit out of Hole for 11 damage and
Literally.
and a fort save.
Hey, easy.
Yeah, good news is you're definitely not getting poisoned. All right, Legolas.
Gonna attack him again. D20 plus 7.
With Alchemist Fire.
Yep. Does a 16 hit their touch?
Yes.
I assume so because I hit that last time. So roll 1d6 times 1.
I think I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Awesome.
Alright, so they're gonna take 6 damage as I hit them with the Alchemist Fire.
I'm going to point out here that at some point these bees all got set on fire and then put themselves out while stinging people.
I don't know how that works with. I don't know how that works with swarms. So
Yeah. I don't know. They're devil bees, just like all bees are. All right. I'm gonna 5-foot step out of there. I have to reclaim them because I can only claim for 2 rounds at a time. Then I'll spend 2 move actions to deal 4 damage, and I heal 2d6.
good, because you're gonna need it.
Whoa.
Alright, the bees are displeased with your hubris in not dying.
So they try stinging the shit out of you again.
Me.
Only 4 damage, though.
Hey. Two.
You're good. Rah.
Right, Legolas?
I don't think that hits their touch.
It does not.
Alright, hold on. I gotta roll.
D8. I think 1 is towards you. 3, 6, 7.
Hey, they still take splash damage.
That's 1 point of damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plink.
Well, 1.5 rounded down to 1.
Alright.
Same thing as before. They take, when I heal, 2d6. Oh, they take d4 too.
Yep, because at the top of your round.
1 damage.
But at least you heal 2d6.
Oh, 4.
The bees are not smart enough to figure out what's going on here, so they are just going to continue stinging the nearest source of agitation.
Oh, these fort saves look easy.
Legolas?
16 for 7 damage.
And at long last, the bees shall sting no more.
Now here's the question. Did said bees, or did Hole have the negative or the positive bonus on at the time?
I don't know. Sure.
Okay.
Positive, but probably positive.
Yeah, so you would have taken 2 more damage then.
I mean, he healed himself to max a couple of times, so
No, I'm just saying.
really
Well,
it's...
it's taking more damage too.
No, because you're out of the way. It's within 20 feet and you're over here.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
Well, you have been dead by energy drain, so shut up.
Shut up. Alright.
Ah.
We head back, I don't
Well,
think bees are good. Wait, no, honey.
Is there a cottage or something here?
Yes,
Is there?
there is.
Oh yeah.
A ranch house, an orchard.
Yeah, we should search out this place because this is probably a good place to set up.
Yeah, let's check it out.
At least.
There is only a small house, not much bigger than the cottages you found already. However, you do find yet another 5 provision points of apples that you can harvest from the trees.
Can we take 20 and loot the cottage?
Loot the bees.
Yes.
They also have a left boot.
and detect magic, obviously, but.
Right. So, as you loot the cottage, you find that the bees were carrying 210 silver, 75 gold, and a masterwork javelin.
210 and 75 gold.
210 silver, 75 gold, a large citrine gem too, actually, which is worth 50, and also a masterwork javelin. According to the PDF, that's found in the house, but I prefer to imagine it's loot that falls from the bees.
Okay.
Yep. Like a Diablo style sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Chink, chink, chink. That was my favorite part of that game. Killing those bosses and watching all that gold and shit dropped on them.
Basically this.
The bard, having slain the random wolf, found that it had digested not only the contents of a small treasury, but also various household goods. Wait, am I reading that correctly? This can't be right.
You'll be surprised. I find all kinds of things inside these beasties. Did I ever tell you about the time I killed this rat and out popped an entire chest?
Well, I'm just going to skip those passages in the future.
What? That's a major source of income. You cheap, good-for-nothing horses.
3,000 pounds worth of loot.
And so...
Back.
They're all starved to death or something, probably.
They're like, we're back with provisions. My D20 is ready to roll.
So that's a total of 25 provisions that you've secured today.
Not bad.
And how many D20s for their provisions?
Got your old tokens on it. Let me paste in your new ones. There.
Ah.
Well,
I'm gonna heal Auburn first because I have leftover healing from Fervor. She heals for 9 more. And I tell Ryan to make sure she heals Auburn with her 1 a day.
All right.
What does a sleepy token with 6 on it mean?
You're already dead 6 times over.
Right.
I don't know.
I didn't put it on me, so I'll just take it off.
I didn't either.
Was it the bees?
The bees. Not only are they mythic, they're also sapient. The bees are Skynet.
Each one of them individually is
all right.
We sent half of our people out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is 11 then? Or is it 1 more because the extra aristocrat?
It varies based on who's doing what. So we'll start with... Alright, so start by rolling 5d20 for the commoners.
Alright, I'll get that one.
I was gonna say I roll for the commoners. Because I roll terribly.
Alright, that's nothing, but that's a bunch. 1... Right, so 5. Okay, so That's an extra 20 provisions from you guys for 41, an extra 11 provisions from those guys for a total of 52. Go ahead and roll 4d20. No, 5d20 for the people who are actually good at it.
Well, at least they're good at it.
So
No
that
shelter.
is 8, not 8, 4, 5, and roll another 7, 60, 20, sorry, for the shelter.
60, 20.
I may not have split these up properly, but whatever. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have nearly adequate shelter. Even after the day's eating for the day, you have 35 provisions left over. That is a full day's worth. And Jet, Rhino, Oreld, and Idrad haven't even rolled yet, so let's go ahead and roll 40-20 for them.
I'll roll 2, you roll 2.
Okay.
Bam. Oh,
Bam. Oh.
easy game.
All right. So, good news. You have almost 2 full days worth of food, and you have enough shelter for everyone.
Now I want to roll a handle animal check on the puppies.
Do it.
Wait, can I? I'm gonna help, but spend mythic power on it because I have -1 to handle animal.
All right.
Hey.
Exactly canceled out that -1.
Plus, 3. Hey, so now I have a 22. If that's not good enough, I don't have any other things to roll mythic power on, so it is now a 24.
You can rear as many as 3 creatures of the same kind at once. So that 4th one, we're just gonna take it to the curb.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I'll have the villagers all help. Some of them could be able to maybe roll 2.
I mean, so it's just like, we get these 3, everyone else gets that 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the warriors all have handled animal trained.
Oh, wow.
They'll all... I don't know why, but they do. No.
Oh, probably.
As soon as they receive the puppy, they immediately drown it while trying to give it a bath.
No. Hey, it only takes a 10 to assist.
Yeah.
And you can't fail a skill check.
That's true.
So that's 26.
How many do you need to rear for? Does it say?
Where's the task specific? Doesn't say.
Rear a wild animal. Usually it's 50. It says 15 plus HD of animal.
Yeah, but it doesn't say time.
Whatever. I say we get all 4. Screw it.
Sure. I mean, the presence or absence of wolf puppies is not going to seriously impact the outcome of this war.
Wolf Mama is alive too. I don't know what we're gonna do with her, but her puppies are ours.
More provisions.
Does she provide any provisions?
It does not say, but I mean, she should be worth at least 1 or 2.
I mean, just the skin itself. We tame the puppies, then kill the mother and skin her.
Wear a cape.
Tame the puppies and give the mother, then give the mother to the warriors and tell them to give her a bath.
No, see, We make a cape out of the mother's skin that Brian wears, and then so all the puppies think that he's the mother.
This is turning into a great anime. Alright.
No.
So we don't need to...
Ultimate Wilderness Slayer. That probably has rules for it.
So we don't need to hunt for provisions tomorrow. Because,
yeah, no, you got
so many today.
Ooh.
I kind of get the feeling you probably weren't supposed to do like 5 encounters in one day, but...
But we're
That's fine too, right? That's what's funny, Yo. You're gonna. How many more encounters do you have prepared?
Hang on, let me check. There is 1, 2, 3.
We get more in one game than we get done in like 10
I was
sessions.
just thinking that, like, if we had 2 other people, it'd be like 4 weeks in.
Yeah, there's
getting out of town.
3 left.
Alright, let's knock them out.
Yeah, do it. All of them.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay.
Like,
You can probably manage
9
that in 40
encounters.
minutes. Alright, I'm not even going to bother rolling for survival because at this point you are just encountering all of the encounters that are left. So.
Bees. All of the bees.
The next encounter, 2 bee swarms.
No. Hey, I could claim multiple targets, so that's fine. I took a feat for that.
The encounter after that
feel fast.
is 11 bee swarms.
I mean, if they overlap, I think they deal damage to each other. So there's that.
Bees just start descending upon one another and stinging each other.
It's either that or it's like they move action on top of you, deal damage, move off. Next one, move action on top of you, deal damage, move off. Those are some organized bees.
They have to end their actions. That wouldn't even work. They have to end their move action on top of you. Which is too bad, because otherwise that would be a great setup for the Doc Aquatic random encounter. Bees get organized.
Oh.
Alright. So the next day.
Yes, the next day.
We head out.
I don't even know what you're going to do with your dudes, because...
better
Same as
base.
last. Yeah,
Better base and tame wolves better. Everyone help each other. Dogpile.
We'll put a quarter to foraging and the rest doing everything else.
Yeah. Stockpile food.
Okay.
It's like a Tales of Symphonia place. What is this from?
This is from Chrono Cross. From like 1999. It's a real old game. By which I mean this is an entirely original track to which I hold the copyright.
It's a remix, you mean?
He cuts this out of the the recording.
All right. Copy you from there. I don't know why it takes so long for your guys' tokens to copy paste, but
For what?
for your guys' tokens to copy paste, I'll select them, I'll copy them, go to... Oh, that's why. Because my connection is dead.
I didn't hear any of that. It was lagging out for me.
Yeah.
Man, usually I have the internet problem.
Right.
Can you guys hear me? Are we back?
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just an internet hiccup, looks like.
So, did you want us to say what the NPCs were doing?
No, I got that. That's...
Okay.
It's all good. I was trying to copy and paste some tokens over, but the connection issues wouldn't let him paste, so...
Well, now you see this could be like pasting like 12 times.
Yeah, that is indeed exactly what happened.
We each have 12 characters now.
Alright. While wandering through the woods, looking for a more sizable permanent shelter than what you've found so far, you encounter an old woman foraging for food. You don't recognize her as one of the ones from your camp.
I wave out and say hello.
So yes, she turns, scowls at you, demands to know what you want.
We have a camp and need more people there. Want to help?
No, she does not. She came here to get away from people. Why did people come here? People have no decency.
Alright, well, then can I attempt a diplomacy check just to make her a nice person or nicer so we can see if maybe we can trade if she doesn't want to go with us?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah, just explain that the hobgoblins are attacking, and
my diplomacy sucked.
well, I actually have diplomacy. Let me.
You
I
do too?
I want to help him retroactively.
I like guidance.
Not 20. Get that 14 real good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the assist roll was fantastic, but the 14 isn't warming her heart. Why do you think I went out to live in the middle of a forest? Do you think it's because I like people?
Can we at least get some information about where we can set up a more permanent camp, possibly?
She would prefer you set up your more permanent camp very far away from her.
Is there a good location that you know of? Maybe?
Wait, you know?
Alright, listen. If you swear to me on your lives that you will never come within 5 miles of this part of the wood again, I will tell you where you can find a fuck-off huge cave.
Make it 3 miles because we can't guarantee we won't come near, but we won't settle near 5 miles.
How big are the woods even?
Just this southern region is like 40 miles across. They're pretty massive.
Oh.
Oh, then.
Yeah, 5 miles isn't a big deal.
I swear.
Sure.
On his life.
All right.
And then we detect magic after we get information. Killer for loot. That's all good that's all good PCs should.
There is a troglodyte cavern on the eastern end of the wood.
Ooh.
Let's murder all the trogs. We head there next.
It is big enough to house an entire clan of troglodytes, and therefore also big enough to house however many people you need to house. Unless it's like several hundred. But
Doesn't have to be fully occupied now, does it?
yeah, no, it's full of troglodytes, but
awesome. Let's just send those wolves in there. They'll take care of it.
the 4 wolf puppies.
Yep.
Flawless. Can't fail.
Yeah. I'm good with that. Are you?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I think we thank her and head in that direction, I guess. So go to our certain doom.
You encounter a cavern inhabited by 6 billion troglodytes.
Well, if we go through a narrow cave, I'm sure we can take them all. Is there like a 5-foot wide cave we can fall through?
I have a foolproof plan that allows for 300 level 1 warriors to defeat an arbitrarily large number of enemies. The plan calls for 299 casualties. By the time we get that far, the remaining warriors should have leveled up enough times to be basically invincible.
Alright. How long would it take to get to the troglodyte cave anyway? Was it like within the day?
It is pretty much a full day's journey.
That shouldn't be too bad then. Rest nearby.
On your way over,
Regain my like 4 HP I need.
Did we fight any bugbears?
One.
you did not.
No.
I thought it was the Princeps guy was.
Nope. He is just a more badass hobgoblin.
When we were fleeing, did we see any bugbears in the town, or was it just hobgoblins?
You do not see any bugbears, although in fairness, that's kind of what bugbears do.
Yeah, I know, but if I didn't see any bugbears in the town when we were fleeing, then how did that guy that we picked up say he saw a bugbear tear people in two?
I mean,
He's an informant.
I guess we will find out when we go back and I question him.
Time up.
get back. They're all dead. He takes off his face. There's a hobgoblin underneath.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you. Wait.
I take off my helmet. I'm a hobgoblin. Ah.
Are we all secretly hobgoblins?
All the commoners take off their masks. They're all hobgoblins. What the hell?
The entire resistance is made up of hobgoblins infiltrating the resistance.
Right. They're doing something good, but all they're doing. All right. To the next encounter.
Right, right.
Hobgoblin.
First, I need perception checks from you guys.
All right. Guidance.
Bam.
18.
7.
Oh, you know what? I'm mythic power. Oh. 19.
Oh, and the aura is on bonus.
All right.
Is that all checks or just attack and damage rolls?
Attack and damage.
So, as you traipse through the woods, some of the plants take issue with you. More specifically, they take issue with Hole, because Legolas saw this coming a mile away.
Right. I just ignored it.
Thanks, pal.
No problem, buddy.
I think we've established by now that you're both hoping that the other guy will die, so...
I don't hope that he dies.
Just waiting for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So... The Bramble Lash lashes out in a brambly manner. What kind of aura have you got going? You're positive by default, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Be positive. Hey.
Well, full attack or not, and bonus or not, it's not actually... Although that is your flat-footed. Does that make a difference?
Nope. I'm armor boy.
All right, then. So yeah, the Bramble Lash here does its level best to injure you, but you ain't having it. Time to roll for initiative. Alright, so that's... That attempted ambush there is pretty much its only trick, so...
Ambush, huh?
Well, it goes first, so it's going to try it again.
Nope.
It gently caresses you through your armor.
I am going to... Yeah. Normal attack. Yeah, I'm gonna claim it and then full attack it. One bonus. Ooh. I don't think a 13 confirms.
No, it does. This thing has terrible AC.
Oh.
Oh.
Can
Does
plants be
12
crit?
hit?
I think they can.
No. It's just like proteins and stuff that can't now.
They have no discernible anatomy. Oh no, it's just immune to paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep effects, and stunning. Fucking hate plants.
And they're also
So
not
takes
proficient with armor, which is a shame, because I think it'd be
16.
hilarious if this thing went around wearing chainmail.
Cheek. 16 damage.
Does 12 miss?
Nope. So basically the story here is that the Bramble Lash springs from cover, attempts to carve up Hole, does nothing through the armor, and is immediately hacked to pieces.
No, I put my bow down like, that's it.
Yeah, Legolas just kind of like glances over.
Was
Oh,
it salad?
I literally think he's making a salad because he goes with his kukris, and all of a sudden there's flying salad.
Let's go find some evil tomatoes to add in.
Provisions to the second. Everything's a provision now.
Go and see if you can find some
Tomato.
fiendish ranch sauce.
I mean, tomatoes and ranch?
No, like the ranch dressing.
No, but you said tomatoes first, right?
Well, yeah.
You
You
said
find
ranch?
evil tomatoes and then fiendish ranch dressing. You know, you kill yourself a salad.
Tomatoes and ranch. I'm gonna have to leave. I don't know if I can agree with that.
Well, I did say they were evil.
That's
To the
true.
next one.
It's an evil thing to do.
That is actually all of it. The last encounter is actually back at the camp.
Back to the camp.
I mean, I guess we should tell them to be like, hey, we should move closer. This is gonna be the permanent location. I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, after this, there's basically just the Trog Cavern is the next like for real bit, and that isn't prepared yet. So
Okay. So back to the camp then, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna question that bitch.
So, plan is to tell them to like pick up everything, get closer to the. Hey, there's 10.
there is tents now.
Hey, you set up those tents? Take them down. We're moving.
It's actually really hard to get that working right. The tents are part of the normal map, and you have to cover them up just right in order to.
Oh.
Yeah, so it took like 10 minutes of fussing around with the map to make that work. I cannot just put it back. What I should have done is I should have just sent it to the GM layer, because then I could have just popped it back and forth whenever I wanted. But I did not do that, so.
God damn it, Brian. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, it's all your fault.
God.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk to this Edrin guy. That's him, right?
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Okay, yeah, because everybody else I knew. So we had Jet World, Auburn, Rhina. Oh, yeah, he's aristocrat too. Alright, so is it like. I'm gonna question him about the bugbear thing, because I didn't see any bugbears when we were leaving, and he just suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and there wasn't any. Wait, the biggest thing is the hobgoblins couldn't have gone and tried to go after him because they would have had to cross the river, and we brought down the bridge, right?
Yeah, the bridge is out. Bridge is out. Yeah.
So I'll do a sense motive then.
We're like, it's like you have to come on a walk with us as we quest you. Be like, I don't want to go on a walk. You're going on a walk.
Alright, so that's actually, sorry, with a +8. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
All right. As you talk to him about the events, he is definitely for real scared of those hobgoblins.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can also sense that he is hiding something from you, and that he's nervous that you're going to figure it out, that you're on to him.
Alright, so. Alright, I'm going to.
Also on the GM roll for his bluff check that I rolled in secret, just in case he succeeded, right? He got a nat 1, so I'm just imagining him being all, what, me? Up to something? No,
I
I'm
would
just
never do that. Well, I'm gonna tell him he's hiding something, and I want
It's
him
like-
to tell me what
It's
it
like,
is.
yeah, I was running away from those orcs. I mean, hobgoblins. I mean, goblins. I mean,
Look, no. I swear to God, I was just running away from the troglodytes. No, the orcs. Azers?
there's tieflings around here, right? I'm running away from those things. Alright,
Look, I can't recognize faces or anatomies.
look, I don't see race. I'm not racist like you guys. Okay. Alright, how does one torture someone?
Oh my God, we're not gonna torture him. We're gonna tell him he's either gonna tell us or he's gonna leave with an arrow in his ass.
Says, all right, listen.
Sounds like intimidation to me.
Says, he is actually here on orders from the central government over in Tamran
I'm gonna
on
sense motive.
a secret mission to rooting out a traitor inside of Fadar? The town. Inside of the town. Looking for, basically the traitor is the one they suspect was behind the tower, the big magical obsidian tower that was able to grow up from the inside. So. This time, he is telling the truth so far as you can discern, and he asks you not to tell any of the others, because it's possible the traitor is working inside the Resistance.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. I'm gonna tell him I don't care. I don't give a shit. He's getting out of my camp because I don't trust him. He was willing. He was hiding that shit from us.
He makes some vague threat about how the government in Tamran is going to hear about this and doesn't actually try to fight you because he has NPC levels, and that would be dumb.
Okay. I'm gonna follow behind him with a stealth check and then shoot him once.
Wow. Are you even a good guy?
I'm not.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
go for it then.
All right. So myself will be 12. I don't know if he doesn't hear me, but if he does, he's still gonna take an arrow.
I know you're following back.
I know you're there. Does a 13 or a 22 hit him?
So when you said an arrow, what you meant is a volley.
That is my an arrow.
I'm not sure if the 13 hits, but the 22 definitely does, and it's probably going to kill him anyway.
All of his arrows are twins.
Yeah, nah, you just straight up murder him on the way out. You're like, get out of my camp. Well, fine. The government in Tamran will hear about this. Walks
No, they
off.
won't.
Dunk.
I wait until he gets farther into the woods so the people don't see me, you know, kill
Right.
him, but
Well, that's a corpse we ain't going to need again. Let's go ahead.
Now, how many provisions did he get?
long pig.
It's like, man, my rash tastes funny.
Like,
Don't
hey
worry,
guys,
eating
we found
Shifts
another
towards
boar. Why does this boar have fingers? We found another boar.
I was like, oh, I think I hear another boar. Stares intently. Oh. Man, I don't know what turning evil there. Great.
Yes, upon returning to the camp, you also discover that several refugees have taken ill. Rhina is already looking into it, but, well, no one's quite sure. But you can roll either survival or...
Heal?
Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. Heal to
I have
determine.
both.
Survival is
Survival's
better for me.
right? 27.
So yeah, you quickly discern that one of the water flasks has begun to rot, and everyone who drank from that water skin grew ill.
Man, I could just think that's nasty. Like, this is all like tanned leather, but like if you don't tan it properly and it's just like stews,
You're literally eating stew.
No, killing, drinking sludge meat.
So we find out what caused that. Can I
Burn it.
do that too? But can I do heal checks for the people that are sick?
Yeah. Yes.
I can have up to 8 patients.
And there's only 3 of them, so.
Okay. Well, rather than roll a heal check, I'll just think. Do I need to roll? Yeah, I'll just roll whatever. Hold on.
Long-term care.
You take 10 if you want.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 10 and then mythic power it.
You could also take 20, but you know, the
Not
sickness
that
would
much.
progress before you. Yeah, like that would.
Yeah. So 17 plus 5, 17. So 22. That should be good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. So yes, you are able to nurse the sickened villagers back to health.
I'm not their Lord and Savior right now.
What they don't know is you're like random murderer now.
Yeah, right. I'm a vigilante. Shh. I put on my mask to become Murder Man at night.
Actual vigilante name, Murder Man.
Everyone just asks them, everyone, whenever they're like, "Hey, you remember that time when they asked that one guy to take a walk with them and he didn't come back?"
and Legos was wiping blood off of his sleeve.
Just like wiping off arrows of blood. That's weird.
That's particularly unsuspicious, don't you think?
Seems normal to me.
All right.
So yeah,
Is that all we had prepared?
That's all I've got prepared. It lasted until 12 minutes before the end, the usually scheduled end time, so I'll call that a win.
We'll let it slide this time.
Right. We got a lot done. We may not have that much farther to get to 3.
Right.
Yeah.
It
should be. I mean, it should be a lot easier to prepare the next one because I know exactly where you're going now. So.
Yeah.
Well, you had all of them prepared just in case, and well, we kind of blew through everything. So.
Yeah. I think it's partly because of the Gestalt Mythic thing, and also partly just because a smaller party moves so much faster.
More focused, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a lot more focused. So.
Alright, session name. B.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and head out then.
All right.
See you guys next time.
At like
when we shall
2,999 XP.
Yeah, next time we are going to attack some random troglodytes who have never done any of us any harm in order to
break into their home, kill, murder women and children.
In order to claim it for ourselves.
You shouldn't see what I did with the other trogs. Was it trogs or something else?